Networking and marketing made simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super excited for today's episode, as I always am. And just to let everybody know, we are officially 1 week away. 1 week away from the start of our final free LinkedIn intensive of the year. Yes, Nancy and I are doing one final LinkedIn intensive, which is going to go over the optimization of your profile, searching, connecting, messaging, sales calls, content creation, our 20-minute routine to set you up for success, and also some new features to LinkedIn that you should be taking advantage of. It is from next Monday, which is the 23rd of August through Friday, August 27th. It is from 8 to 9 p.m. EDT, Monday through Thursday, and 5 to 6 p.m. EDT. It's live and recorded through private Zoom, so if you can't make it, it's okay. If you register, you will be emailed the replay, and please don't hesitate. The link to register for the event is in the description of this episode, so do take advantage of it. And the other thing that we're going to talk about are the four things that you should be staying away from on LinkedIn. Now, as social media continues to grow and continues to evolve, people will do whatever they can, whether it's compliant or not compliant within the social media platforms, to get an edge and to take advantage of that social media platform. So what we're going to go over today are four things that you should 100% stay away from. Now, the first thing that you should never do on LinkedIn is to not use software to connect and message for you. Now, it is okay, and I've said this before, it is okay if you use a third-party posting app like Hootsuite, Buffer, our posting platform, BYOB Social. That is completely fine. So you can do that, but you cannot have a marketing company, someone logging in as you, or a software attached to your profile that connects and messages for you. Now, you may be saying, well, the company I spoke to said that they're approved to do so. Listen, they're not. I don't care who they are or what they're telling you. If you go to the terms and conditions of the LinkedIn user agreement, you can search for it and just go to it. And you click on the do nots. One of the first ones is do not attach any software or third-party app to your profile to connect and message for you. If you do so, LinkedIn will find out and they will block your account eventually. So if you're using one right now, I would highly advise you get rid of it before you get blocked and they don't lift it. That is a lifetime ban off the platform. There is no coming back from that. So that's number one. Number two, do not add a note to people that you do not know or you were not suggested to connect with. So this is another one. Because the argument that some people may have is, Scott, when I send a connection request out, it's saying, to better your chances of the person accepting your connection request, add a note. That is fine. Now, there are three instances where you do want to add that note. Number one, maybe you stumbled upon that person's podcast. You read their book. You saw them speak. You attended a networking event together. There was some sort of personal line of connection from you to that person. You make mention of that. Hey, Scott, checked out your podcast, read your book, would love to connect with you on LinkedIn over here. So that's completely fine. The second is if you were referred to connect to that person. So say someone connected with someone on LinkedIn and they ended up getting referred to me. Meaning, hey, Scott, so-and-so said they're your client and they said it would be a good idea to connect with you to talk about how you help people. That's also an appropriate time to add a note. The third appropriate time to add a note is if you actually know the person. Say you're connected on Facebook and Instagram, but you haven't been connected to them on LinkedIn before. You can simply add a note, say, hey, saw that you're on LinkedIn here, would love to connect, and chat when you have time, would love to connect with you. So those are three instances where you actually do want to add a note. But what people are doing now is they're actually adding a note. They are adding a note that pitches and sells in the note. So it's like, hey, Scott, I see you're in the coaching space. Are you interested in finding out how to book more clients or increase your income by $20,000 or $30,000 a month? Now, that will immediately have me just hit the ignore button. And what LinkedIn is doing now, they're actually tracking the amount of ignores someone has on their account. And if it reaches a certain threshold, they will block your account first temporarily and then permanently. And there's a lot of marketing companies now that are doing this. They're actually, part of their strategy and technique is to add these generic notes to the people they're connecting with. So again, this goes back to number one, don't use that software because they're adding these notes and people are just going to hit ignore, not accept, not talk, and you're not going to get any results. Number three, do not outsource your LinkedIn activity to a VA or marketing company to act as you. It's pretty self-explanatory. You don't want anyone ever acting as you. You want you to act as yourself. Above that, if you also look at the user agreement on LinkedIn, it is also against the user agreement to have someone act as yourself. It is also not allowed to have someone log into your account because this is what LinkedIn is doing now. They're checking the IP address from your profile. So when you sign up for LinkedIn, there's a specific IP address that it's attached to your LinkedIn profile that matches the location of where you say you live. So if you hire a VA over in the UK and you live in the States and someone's logging in from the UK acting as you, LinkedIn's going to catch that. They're going to block you and they're going to kick you off the platform. It may not be immediate, but it could happen. And at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself, is it being genuine, authentic, have someone acting as me? Again, it's a different scenario. Say you have a company and you have an office and you have an assistant or a social media manager, and they're there with you in that location, and you want that person to log into your account and send some connections and messages, same IP address, same location, not messaging people for you, but planting some seeds and searching, that's fine. But don't outsource someone to act as you, messaging people, all that stuff. You want someone either in-house that knows you very well, or you do it yourself. And it only takes, again, the methodology that Nancy and I teach, especially in the 5-day intensive we have coming up, is this 20-minute routine. You block off 20 minutes, you're going to get results. It's that simple. Fourth and final, do not, and I repeat, do not socially sell on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for networking, educating, and informing. So there's this buzz of social retail, social selling. Whatever people are doing on Facebook and Instagram, leave it over there. You do not want to bring it to LinkedIn. You should not be selling your products on LinkedIn. You should not be messaging people and adding some 3 or 4 minute introductory video about what it is that you do and if that person is interested. You don't socially sell on LinkedIn. I don't know where this notion came from. I don't know who came up with it, but I can tell you right now that the LinkedIn contingency of people that use the platform all the time are not happy about this. So you want to build those meaningful connections and relationships and building that know, like, and trust. Remember, I've said this before, no one buys anything from anyone that they don't know, they don't like, and they don't trust. LinkedIn is for networking with other people. It's for connecting with other people. It's for educating your audience with content. It's informing them about things they need to know. It's leaving people better. It's not about selling and pitching. It's about building those relationships. I want everyone to have a great experience on LinkedIn. I want people to succeed the way that Nancy and I and our company is using LinkedIn, because it's not difficult. What we're doing is not rocket science. It's relationship building. It's one of the greatest currencies your business has. So if you're not taking the time to build relationships, what's the actual currency of your business? Is it not growing? Are you happy where your business is? Because if you're not, take a look at what you're doing. And it may just mean that you need to divert some energy and time that you're spending on other social media platforms that aren't producing results that you want onto a platform that is, for lots of people that we work with. So again, do not use software to connect and message. Do not add a note to people that you do not know or you were not suggested to connect with. Do not outsource your LinkedIn activity to a VA or marketing company to act as yourself, and do not socially sell on LinkedIn. Network with people on LinkedIn. Educate people on LinkedIn, inform people on LinkedIn, and connect and build relationships with people on LinkedIn. So again, the registration link for our free 5-day How to Create Income on LinkedIn 5-day intensive is in the description of this episode. We would love to have you join. We have nearly 300 people already registered with still a week left. So we know we're going to have between 400 and 500, which we're so excited about. So click that link to register. And please, everyone, enjoy the rest of your days. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.